Alright, here we are back with continuation of this draft. Deck is a blue-green ramp deck with a bunch of strong splash cards and some fixing. Got mulches to fix and mill for our millipedes. A couple Hyphen Essences for counter spells. We're not playing them all. You want to hit 7 lands. Blood isn't actually that good because milling your extra land drops. Not always what you want to do, but it's still a strong card. But we also just want to keep our creature count high for the millipedes. I think this is the right build. We're not playing strong cards like Dormant Grove just because I want to commit to the board in a way that doesn't just die to a removal spell, so. Well, I do think this is a very strong card. Got enough strong cards. I'm just trying to play stable games. Alright. Well, let's start. Play first. You have a mulch. I think I'm gonna play the spider on 2 and mulch on 3. Does this change anything? Really? The longer this is in play, the more it gets to do its thing. Only hitting 1 land with mulch is kind of unlucky. I think the creatures is great for the spider, but we don't need creatures right now. We need to hit our land drops. I'm gonna hold up Siphon Essence. That has 2 power. I hate to like waste it on a pretty ineffective creature, but we're both kind of stumbling. As much as I hate to admit it, we're not casting this. My only question is, do I show them this? I don't think they care about this card. I think they're way too low to the ground. I think the way this game's gonna end is they start training, or like they hit their second color before we get to cast our stuff, or we cast our stuff before they start training and hitting their colors. Alright, so this is good at blocking, but I think this is just better. Like, the longer this is in play, the better it is for us. It has first strike. They probably have combat tricks, but okay. We don't have a ton of removal, so we're gonna have to start killing them. Millipede's gonna be good at that. Kinda don't want to trade this off. We have two flying blockers. And one flying attacker. I don't know if this is actually going to do anything. We have 6 turns to kill them. We can probably do, but kind of just want to be in a position where we can block an attack effectively. Where they don't see that we have reach. I shouldn't have moused over it because like how I'm looking at it. Okay. We could just take our licks. I think I grow the flyer and keep the Geist from attacking. No attacks. I kind of need this to keep the Welcoming Vampire back, but I might just sack it. Yeah, they have a lot of effects that care about spells, so I might have to start getting aggro sooner. I 100% forgot. I make a 5/5, let's say. How do they block with 6 toughness? It's not great for me. So if I mill 3, mill 4, I have 5 attacks to kill them. I think that should be enough. I can't imagine they have the Wrath, but if they do have the Wrath in their deck, I could certainly just die to that. Flyer. No, don't have an answer. Child of the Pack plus Vile Spawn Spider should be game over. I guess letting them equip that could be bad, but... And I can only sack a Spider as a sorcery. Do I maybe just not do that? Let's see. If they flip this, they deal 3 to me, 6. Yeah, I just die if I let all that happen. I have to stop that. Unfortunately, we need to attack with a lot, and they kind of just get to block a lot. Well, if we flip, they can't flip it back. So that's good. So I think we just do this. I may need to draw a cantrip. So now we have 11 2-power attackers. I need to take this card off the board. If they can't, I mean, if they can't do that, we still have a ton of 3 cards from the graveyard. That's not gonna do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 blockers. I mean, we have a Big old trampler. They have 8 blockers because they cap this. There's no way they can stop 7 here. Like 3 plus 11 is 14. Even if they survive, they're trading a bunch of their stuff. And I didn't do the math, but I also can't afford to do the math. Like, this is gonna have to do it. Guess I could counter my own thing to make more wolves, but I can't really do that and have the mana to make the wolves, so... What is this blocking? Oh. Okay. So that was a game. You would have had enough time to cast the Hullbreak Horror, as it turns out. Didn't look like they actually had much that died to this, which is weird for a white-red aggressive deck. 2/5 flyer, probably great. I think their werewolves were better than ours. Maybe we don't want that, but... I mean, we have Child of the Cat, we have lots of ways to make our werewolves good. I think maybe we just slim down. The Siphon Essence probably isn't going to be the best against a lower to the ground deck. Giving all my creatures vigilance could be strong. I think we don't need Hullbreaker Horror to beat them. We just need to not be stuck with an uncastable 7-drop in our hand. That's all our colors. And a good early blocker. You'd rather block with it late, but it does the blocking we need it to do. Root. Kinda tempted to just block this. Not because it's preventing more damage, but because I think this is just a stronger body in play than a 2/2. We have a pretty good curve without a Ruth here, but I think the combination of this being a good blocker on this turn, I don't actually care too much if it survives. We want to lead with it. The thing about this card is we're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive than last game, because it does the same thing as the Spider where we just kind of mill ourselves to death, but... love for this to be more than a 4/4, but we have to play a blocker. Siphon Essence actually doesn't work very well with the Ruth, but as it turns out, neither does Spore, Brawler. Drawing cards on not your turn. Not actually the best. We're mana short of doing both of these. And this kind of just runs into double block, but it pumps up the second one. Alternatively, they could chump and get a big flyer. Give them that option. Oh, we have a heirloom. Yeah, we give them that option. Okay, well, I'll just kill everything that's not the Drog Skull Infantry then. I should have played this first. But I think I'm just not casting it. I think I just want my library as a resource. I guess making this bigger than a 6/6 would have been a whole hell of a lot better than having it be a 6/6. Right, make some bodies. Flip, make them bigger. Hold Racontor. What is Eruth? Oh, right. I'm casting it with Eruth. They have 3 blockers and some mana up. I think I spread out. If they kill attacking creature this, block 3 biggest, they don't die. I think that's their only way of surviving, which it looks like they're doing, unfortunately. Oh, I'm ready to go to damage. Because you are dead. Alright, and that's how you play large creatures that also draw you cards. Alright, one more like that and... Oh. Then we make day 2. Oh, maybe it's 2 more like that. Apparently we need 4 lands. It's not just a draft, it's a draft with 1 more round. Maybe I shouldn't be splashing a Ruth because I like noticed that other combo with it, but so if we draw any land 3, we have all of our colors, but this hand does nothing if it doesn't draw a land. And it does it kind of slow. 15 lands left, 30 cards. A little bit less than 50% to get there. All again. I think our average hands are better than that. Hand's not the best, but it goes turn 2 Spider, turn 3 Weaver, potentially Millipede. I don't have a way to shuffle the Millipede, so if we put it on the bottom, I think it's just there. We for sure cast the Mariner if Weaver lives. Might not. Certainly not casting if it doesn't. When I've taken, I will keep the 6. And I will make the slightly greedy play, going for something that's bigger than a 4/4. In a game where both players mold, there's a chance that werewolves flip more often. There's a chance we get the free flip from our opponent. Corona and Elena. Good start. It's a good, like one of our best cards, so I'm happy to draw it. Like, what were they thinking? Just to put 2 1/1 counters on a creature every turn before 2/3 breach or strike, like. Attack, play more 2. Another red-white deck. Haven't really seen red-white up until this point. Seeing 2 of it in a row. Like, in general. In this format, not in the open. Oh. Circle. Get either of my thing. Okay. Well, now I just want to draw a land. Fair enough. I might play Child before Lana and Elena. Oh, like I'm probably gonna try to sack this anyway, but just putting counters on it earlier might be worth it. But if I can bait out some more removal spells. Ancestral Anchor is a good one if they've got the Spells Matter cards. Our last opponent did. They do as well. they're gonna have 2 creatures that can attack through my spider. I just take it. They're going pretty low, but a little weaker to like an abrade, that this is gone forever, but we get to keep our spider. And our spider is permanently bigger. And if it like Cigar to Zaid this, then this is still just a good blocker. They play the land, so they tap their white mana. I know this is not flipping immediately, so maybe I can exile it. Rather play a creature. It's like any creature I play is gonna get the buff. They can spend mana into spell, buffing their guy. I can just have a buff guy. Draw land, we can go heirloom, activate the other heirloom. Don't know if that's what you want to do, but now if they flip this, we have comparable werewolves. Fortunately, it is kind of tough to block, as is. I will certainly throw a spider in front of it if they double attack, or if they pump it and attack. And now I still have 2 pretty easy blocks, but imagine they've got plenty more tricks where this came from. I don't know what we want to draw. You can really only you can realistically only play 1 spell a turn. Unless we like heirloom mulch. But I kind of don't want to play spells that aren't creatures, because we need to do some blocking. Okay. That's a pretty good... They're all tapped out, so... So we do this. We take 6, 7, 8, 9. We go to 2. But then they've got 2 creatures and 2 enchantments. We can get to exile 1. I could double block this, which will give me 6, 7. I'll go to 4. I'll lose spider. I think 2 and 4 is about the same. There's a couple burn spells that they could draw. I just need to figure out, am I just like cracking my spider? There are 3 blockers, so I can start attacking them. It's like I need to get this mulch to pull ahead, but I also need to just block. I have a very fearful villager over there. So this is gonna be what, a 6-7? Oh, 2 good blockers for that. Maybe I should have, I don't know, if they equip onto this, I want my blockers spread out. Like, this probably should have attacked, because I don't really want to block with it, ever. But if they, like, cast a kill spell and pump this, I could be in a little bit of trouble. But I also need to, like, keep them before they draw 2 to the face, or, like, more menace creatures. Or a flying haste creature. Okay, Scorpion is good, because now I can mulch. Now my spider's getting big enough to actually do some stuff. So if I Scorpion up Helena, I can attack, and that's pretty good. But if I Scorpion anything else, they kind of just have to block with everything or else they die. I mean, they could just take it, but I think is what's gonna happen anyway. So if I attack and they have a kill spell, I'm dead. Because each of these will have at least 2 power. And I need all 4 blockers, so... Once again, no attacks, but next turn I can go 5th land, Heirloom, make a guy, and then start pulling ahead. Wow, it's tough. I'm very low. I think at some point I need to just attack and turn my spider into some things. Problem is the spider's another flying blocker. 6, 7, 8 minutes. Mana lets me double spout. But I'm gonna mill it with the spider anyway. Oh, I should have hit the wolf because I want to pump the wolf. I think this gets in. Played a land. Maybe they don't have a ton of blood left. Now I'm gonna have to start thinking about attacking with a couple of creatures. I can make this 9 toughness. Still wouldn't kill their fearful villager. Oh, going wide isn't great. Until I crack this. Fortunately. You just load up the scorpion. That's the one that's attacking this turn. Successfully gone wide. Might be able to alpha next turn. The alpha this turn make it survive, but maybe it up enough. Problem is like this is free block here. Deal as before. I think we just want to flyers. And block well. And they didn't show us the vampire, welcoming vampire. Or as many flyers. It did show us a menace creature. Countering a menace where you want to be, but siphon it less good on the. I guess this is not as good against menace creature, but it is good against them. It's good against the steal a creature card if we turn it to a creature. Then like vigilance means we can attack and then still have blockers back for their threaten. On the draw, we have to draw a forest, but I guess any land will let us heirloom. On the draw, we're a little bit more, 50%. We do actually pull ahead. I think I'm gonna keep this on the draws. Could be wrong. Not punished, so. And the cool thing about 2/3s is they block 2 on first strikes pretty well. Boo. Fine. Well, now the question is, do I play a Spore Crawler and like trade it? Or just like heirloom? They might not offer the trade. Can't play the heirloom. Play a kill spell. I'll be a little behind, but if they play a kill spell, I can just like play a child with a pack and move on with my life. Whereas if they kill this and don't offer the trade, I might just be dying. Okay. Statuette gets to attack, but if it's just that, I think I'm fine. This one with the others, like both of them, I think I give them another blood. Like, they might be missing lands, which is why they made this play. But like, we have a blocker for the statuette next turn if we get child down. I think I'd rather play the hook hand. It eats the statuette, and if they have a second ancestral anger, it'll make the 5 power and just attacks with the Child of Night anyway. Child of the Pack anyway. So I'd rather just trade while not letting them have good options. All we want to do from here is draw lands. I'm pretty sure if we drew a land for the rest of the game, we would win. But we draw more clunkers. Alright, this is gonna be rough. 11, 12. The news is they can't ancestral and crack a blood unless they have a land, which they might. Take 9 instead. I guess the problem with this is the infantry would be in trouble. Well, we might just have to jump. Now, being at 4 is really good, though. You get to survive a hit from this, just this, so they have to infantry something. We do have an X5 to block the first armament celebrant, so quite in chump block mode. They made the land. What? They could have. I have no idea what that's all about. Oh, I kind of just have to play creatures. If we draw a land next turn, we can put double Spore Crawler. And then we can... Ooh, that's very scary. They should put that on this, so I can't exile it. Now I have to draw an answer. Oh, they just get to do... For some reason thought that didn't work this turn. Fair enough. I've actually yet to see the wedding invitation do anything, but it's certainly good in their aggressive deck. But yeah, I don't think we change much. Like maybe we throw in a bear just to block. I guess Hamlet Vanguard is potentially really good. It's because it has Ward. But it's not really good in our deck. I'm gonna leave it out for now. And is once again a little slow, but I hit one land. No, I hit Alana, and Elena. Ugh. I did not want to draw a mulch in my land heavy hand. A second mulch. Like, we have enough lands. Like, if we draw Millipede or whatever, it'll be nice. But, like, Millipede doesn't need to be huge against them, I just need to, like, play it on 5, so... Mulch probably isn't even good there. Play this as though it had flash. Unfortunately, that means tapping my Weaver. If I like pass and try to cast it. But it could let me flip, though. Their creature trades with my creatures if I let them both flip, so I think I want it to be day. Weird as that is, I have more werewolves than them, but I want it to be day. Fucking yikes. Two of my creatures that care about the graveyard. Now, if this flips, they only have one creature that can block it. So maybe I should have like let it flip, played a 6/3 and tried to double block or like swing back for more, but like now's when I want a Hullbreaker Horror in my deck, just to be certain that going long I'll win. But, I mean, a Child of the Pack will also win on this gummed up board pretty well. I don't want to like pass flip and then they like steal my Mariner and crunch me for like 30. Though I guess if they steal or like pump, yeah. Okay. I think I just trade like I this is the only creature I care about. Like either double block here or double block here. And I think the Villager's scarier. Like my colors are fixed. They're a 1 white trick. Like there's a deal 2 to a blocker. Be good for sure. But still like a 2 for 2. I think I spend this turn flipping my werewolf. Once again. Not great if they active treason, but this isn't currently a creature. Not that it's gonna be super hard for them to make it a creature, but it costs mana, like the active treason does make a blood, right? Alright. Wanna play a long game? Let's play a long game. Now do I Scorpion this and attack? It's gonna trade with 2 things. I want them to have 2 armaments. I think that's fine. They can put Distracting Geist on something. I'm honestly okay with all of that. I guess this goes kind of bad if they active treason this, but like I'm fine trading Spore Crawler. Just active treason plus Distracting Geist is kind of not great. But I milled both my heirlooms. Pretend maybe I have a blue bounce spell. I don't know. Bounce my own guy. This might have been an aggressive attack, but I do like want to kill them before they draw their active treason effects. Like, if we had a child of the pack going, I would just be like, yeah, do nothing, go to the long game, but it exiles it, that's so gross. Like, as it stands, they've got the inevitability, so... A trample creature. So they cast a spell. It's cost 5 to disturb. I think we have to trade with it. Oh, this sucks. Trample. I still like don't want it on the battlefield. Yeah, maybe this was an aggressive attack. Like, this attack sucks if we just get the here. I don't think I can go to 2. Go to 3, not that much better. Well, we're just dead if they attack, which they will. Oh, every other game I just wanted to draw lands. This one I just wanted to draw spells. Certainly happens. No, I think our deck was good and favored, but I think we've drafted 1 bad deck and 2 good decks, and the 2 good decks both had weird games. The problem there is even if I keep my 3/3 back, it's still not great for me if they make that attack. Like, I go to 5 and they get a +2/+2 to throw around. Like, I get to attack without losing board position. Do I do another one? Sure. It's only really a problem if I win, and I know I'm not going to do that, because it hasn't been happening, so I don't have to worry about it. takes too long to start, maybe I won't. Like, no, time's not the issue, it's that I'm just not feeling it today. Right. I have played with this card before. It can mill you to death. It's like, you would think you would want it in like a spider deck, but it actually is bad with the spider because it stops your stuff that you mill from going to the graveyard. Being said, I think I'd take it. What does 17 lands say about that? Like, it has low stats on 17 lands. Alright, let's just take this jock. That card wheeled last draft we played. Doesn't look good. Could start taking our ancestral anchors, but I don't really like this type of effect. I think this is a red-black card, so it kind of shoehorns us, and we didn't take the red-black uncommon, but I guess I don't mind being red-black, though. We're not going to wheel much from this pack. I think Ripsaw is really good. But Gift of Fangs is kind of premium removal, I think. Plus, if we have vampires, it'll be pump in our deck. Though it is really annoying when they have a vampire that you want to gift to Fang, and you're like, I can't do that, it'll just pump it. So I think it's Hypnotist versus Farmer. Farmer's not a vampire, which could be a downside, but if it flips, it'll survive. The appeal of the Hypnotist is that I don't know how to say this. The appeal of the Hypnotist is that we get to stay mono red, but love me a catapult fodder. We might just be like red-black mid-range. Like, we don't have to be aggressive. Just because we're red-black. Like, Fearful Villager, kind of a medium card, I think. Though I guess I have been losing to it a lot, so maybe it's just good. Like, it's a lot better when you get to flip your catapult fodder, you know? I guess the flip side doesn't flip it, but the knight side. It's a second Ancestral Anger. So, like, I want this for my fodder, but I don't really want that. I actually don't know how good the Scavenger is. Maybe, like, with the fodder it's worth taking over the Blood Celebrant. Like, if we were more aggressive. But, like, the fact that this just survives our Vampire's Vengeance is enough reason. Like, this is why I didn't take this card early. You just get them. We just have an interesting red-black mid-range deck. Ruin. I think I'm gonna get Sure Strikes later. I think we want the first specimens. I do want mythic dragons. I do want mythic dragons in my deck. Yeah. The Flame Blast Bolt. Bleed Dry, like, good removal. Fine creatures, but nothing's really a mythic. It makes flying hasters. What was I saying? But I do want a Sure Strike in my pool. Maybe I play one, but I don't know if our mid-range deck wants this more than this, but we do kind of have a high curve. It's a cool card. I don't know if it's one we want. I think this is where we play our Celebrants. Flame Breather is a lot better than I think it is, probably, in our Catapult Fodder deck, but I think now is when we pick up Celebrants. Like, these cards are gonna come around. We have 2 werewolves, but I don't think Into the Night is particularly good. This card's better when you have lots of removal, but we actually only have medium removal, I think. So I'm gonna take my first aim for the head. Kind of want an honored heirloom around just in case, but more villagers. I actually don't have a lot of blood. I mean, it turns itself on, but let's probably get more blood. This will be better if we want to exploit. Like we have more blood than exploit, so probably not playing it, but I'm just gonna take the prisoner. Red card. The prisoner's not a card I'm super happy to play, but with catapult fodder, a little bit more. Then, ugh. I mean, we have plenty of playables. Kind of weird not seeing any cards in our colors. Lots of good white cards going around late. We don't have many other zombies, right? Maybe a couple. I think I want this bleed dry. I have been like short removal in all my other decks. So maybe that's the problem. I don't have any 6-drops for no to splash. So I don't think that's the play. Probably a Grizzly Ritual. You know, do more. Removal stuff, but we don't really have the sack fodder for the Gargantua. Celebrant has impressed me more than Recluse, and it's one of those. This is the enabler, this is the payoff. You don't have a ton of enablers, so I think we want to start with payoff. Oh. Okay, remember when we took all these cards on the basis of they were good with catapult fodder? What if we got a second one? Yeah, I think we grab it. That's 2 power vampires. Or power vampire that I'm probably hoping to not play. The Retribution is the card, but I don't We have a sack outlet for blood trail, and we have catapult fodder. But that kind of doesn't count because we're probably winning if we flip it. Want another gift of fangs or another? Oh, blood celebrant's kind of more aggressive, but it is good what we've got. Problem with too many gifts of fangs is you play against like a red-black vampire deck and it's just a pump spell. I think we have enough 3-drops. I do like Gluttonous Guest, but Bruno Wield. Ooh, Reckless Wheel, okay. I don't think we play 2-3 of these. We probably don't even play the first 2, but maybe we sideboard into a deck that wants 3. Now, as is, I don't think we're playing our skeleton. The only thing skeleton really does is you can throw it with the catapult master every turn and just like slowly drain them out, but we don't really have the what's it called? You don't have the exploit to make it actually super good. Okay. So I think this deck wants to be on the draw. We have a bunch of cheap removal spells, Pyroclasm effect. We have a pretty low curve anyway. And, you know, a bunch of creatures with toughness greater than their power. Not in love with that statuette, but I'll check how much other blood I've got. 1, 2, 3. It's 3 cards. This statuette's not a card. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures that have catapult fodder, so I probably don't need to play this prisoner. This Retribution is actually looking kind of bad. Like we have one vampire that kills something sizable with it, and the other ones are just like 3 mana shock. We actually didn't draft a lot of vampires for our vengeance deck. It's just all our creatures survive it. No, most of our creatures survive it despite being non-vampires. With only 3, I probably cut this one too. 3 blood. I don't want to get like an Undying Malice or a Sure Strike in here. I don't think so. I think once you have enough removal, you don't want combat tricks as much, like creatures and non-creatures, and we just have a ton of non-creatures. Alright, this deck looks strong. I mean, I think the last 2 decks were stronger, but maybe I'm misevaluating how good removal is. I certainly draft a lot of, or I've been trying to at least draft a lot of cube. And in cube, the removal is usually the bad cards. And the threats are really good. Limited, you kind of just want all the removal you can get. Interesting is if they play a black deck, we have our removal that doesn't work against zombies, against vampires, but one that does work against zombies. Show them our second color. Definitely killing their thing. Ooh. So they're gonna go to 5, play a land and a thing, have 2 cards. Do we just aim for the head now so we can Hellkite the next turn? Like, I think if we wait too many turns, we're gonna miss with this aim for the head. And they could play a card that draws, but okay, we got a land and a spell. Oh, we don't even have the double red, unfortunately. This is another, like, do I just bleed dry? So when I play the Hellkite, like when I draw land, I can just play the Hellkite, or do I keep it around to get value? I think this is fine. I could certainly be wrong. Okay. Well, they spent that on something that wasn't Hellkite. I cast my instant on my turn so they don't flip this for free. Oh. Back. Right, that 1-drop is certainly something I'm happy to be able to shock. Exile the token, so it doesn't sack it to flip the farmer. Alright. Have a orange turtle and a Sarah Angel. Classic, limited at its finest. Oh. They have 2+2 and trample. I think I'm fine letting them cast it if we just get to like eat a guy and trade. Yeah, that's fine. Like, we don't necessarily need that to kill them. We've got catapult fodder. Wondering if I should play this Celebrant or hold it. To keep Reaver from flipping if we draw land. Like, they're gonna dig for a spell and probably play it. So they're gonna have 3. Okay. Guess we just get ready to block. Ooh, that's gonna take over the game. We give it enough time. Which unfortunately we will, because we don't have our dragon. Oh, they're attacking? Oh, this doesn't have first strike when you block with it. That explains a lot. Isn't this just great for me? Like, it flips my desperate farmer. Granted, they get to keep growing their guy and building towards a 3/6. I hit them for 5. They get to hit me back for 3. I get them closer to just dying. I hit them for 4. They go to 16. I just have 16 if I draw. Dang. I think I don't trade 1 for 3. It's actually kind of close. Alright, now we flip our dude. Actually, we don't let them trade Spore Crawler. That'll give them like more draws to find an answer to our Catapult Captain. We just sit here with 13 toughness creatures and kill them. Yeah. Turning their Spore Crawler into a different card could be bad for us. So I'll just take the damage and attack back with my superior creatures. Okay. Bloody Betrayal will be good. Undying Mouse would have been great on this Hellkite that turn. But maybe Undying Mouse is better than I think it is, just because it takes a bit to but our creatures have such high toughness that it probably takes them an attack and a kill spell, or like a 1.5 cards to get through our creatures. And just Undying. To put it back into play is like gonna be brutal more often than not. I don't know what I want to cut though. The Celebrant was good at that game, but it wasn't like great. It was just fine. Now, kill your Savannah Lions with my lightning bolt? I don't know. The deck didn't really seem like a Flame Breathe. The deck almost cast the wrong card. Blocks if they have a human to commit to the board. I guess if they have a Parade, I'd rather block the Flame Breather. Fine. Yeah, I guess we kind of wanted to keep that around for, no, it's the third large butt creature. I'm doing for a creature or planeswalker. Alright, they have an answer. Next turn they drop to 4, play a land, play Rending Flame and something else, then they get their last 2 cards. So it doesn't exile, which means if they go for our Catapult Fodder, we just get to flip our Desperate Farmer. Means they kind of can't go for the Catapult Fodder. They also didn't play a land, so Aim for the Head's just gonna get spells. But for that, make their blood worse. Get rid of cards in their hand. Lacerate Flesh. Okay, those are some good cards. Hold this for a blood. The last card was pretty good. Not so sure about this one, Chief. You trade it for one of my guys. If now I can't just start throwing them and deal 13, but like even without the pomp, like that was just good for me. Kinda wanna play this so I can fling and do the thing, but just gonna flip my villager, hold up bleed dry. Oh, this card is so fucking obnoxious. Why won't it let me see the backside? Other permanents you control, hexproof. I can't even cast this to flip it back if I let that resolve. Like, this card's just unreal. Okay, so now we know they have a bomb in their deck. Ow. But even if we draw the 13 damage fling, we just lose. I wonder if they could have stacked this so it got the counters. Probably. It's not blocking. Kill me. That was fucking shit. I hate games that are like that, where nothing fucking mattered. Like, it has hexproof, so we can't even kill it. I still think we want to be on the draw against every card except that one. Maybe we just have to make sure we get it as the last two cards with aim for the head. And this card blocks it forever, but like, that's not good. It still pumps all their other creatures. Yeah. Put ourselves on the draw. Hope they don't draw it. Oh, this card looks like shit. We have both our colors and way to not die. just gonna raid our thing. Still think we play this. We do Gatekeeper and Malice. Flame Blast Bolt. That's... I guess Malice doesn't even work against that. No, we're gonna save Undying Malice for the Hellkite. This still blocks the recruit. And alright. What? Dude, I thought I had a swamp in my hand. Fuck. Okay. Problem with that. I'm too far behind in life to attack, but I'm too far behind in the game to not attack. I think I need to draw like a 6-mana removal spell, kill this, and swing back, kind of thing. I think I do this. They have a trick, we kind of get to blow them out. If I double block here and they like shock this, I don't kill their thing. Like even if I get to Malice, it's not good for me. Whereas this prevents the most damage. And I get to use my trick. Like this was an aggressive attack. I'm guessing they have a way to finish this off. But hopefully having it come back as a 5/5 is good enough. Fuck, we missed a land, so it's not. Nothing matters. I mean, we missed a spell. Just pass. Hope to trade our mythic for their uncommon. I mean, a grizzly off the top would be great. Okay, so we can block, first strike, finish it off. Maybe they play a creature pre-combat. And we crashed. Now they're gonna think I'm BMing them because I wouldn't let me. Okay. Wouldn't let me concede. Yeah, we needed like one of our kill spells that we had a lot of. I mean, we had 8 lands, we needed 5, maybe 6. Those were just other things. We probably could have leveraged our dragon, but we kind of couldn't. I knew I kept a land heavy hand, but you can't really mull 5 lands, 2 spells and limited, I don't think. Well, that's gonna be it for me. I'm not gonna do another one. I feel like I keep losing with great decks, so not really having fun. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Tomorrow I might play Pioneer. I've been meaning to buy the Lotus Field deck, and I'm gonna do that and start playing Pioneer on Magic Online, so that's something y'all are interested in. Maybe tomorrow. No promises. Alright, good